Relations and functions. So a relation is some type of set of ordered pairs, and they can be graphed, right? That's really the definition of a relation. It's not very strict. If you can think back to a function is a special type of relation, okay? It's the kind that pairs each x value or each domain value with only one range value, and we test that using the vertical line test. Okay, most of you should have learned that last year. But a relation can be just a few points. It can be an infinite line, right? It can be all the values that appear on a line that goes on forever. So there's a lot of flexibility with a relation. Okay, the domain is just the x-coordinates of a relation. All right, that's all it is. It's not more complicated than that. It just takes a little bit of practice to express that. Okay, just keep in mind x-coordinates, domain, and then range are the y-coordinates. Okay, and then we already talked about function a little bit. It's that special type of relation that passes the vertical line test and never has a repeated x value if it's expressed in a table or a mapping diagram. Okay. So concept one, showing multiple representations of relations. You can express a relation in multiple ways. The table is one of the most useful because it's easy to see the values and it's easy to calculate, and if it's a linear equation, it's easy to calculate that equation. A graph is the easiest to be able to just look at and see the general shape or the general way that the points are ordered. Okay, you can see if they form a straight line, if they're all jumbled up. It's easy to see if it's a relation or if it's a function, because if it's a function, it won't have any points in the same or on the same x value with different y values. And then a mapping diagram is really very similar to a table. The only difference is if you have a relation that's not a function, it's much easier to see. So if this, right now this is a function because I have all different x values, but if I took away this negative and I had 1 as equaling -2 and 1 as equaling 2, then that would not be a function, and we would actually express this in a mapping diagram by just drawing an arrow to multiple points. And it's just an easier way of seeing that this is not a function.